Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Feed Me Pixels channel. I'm your host, Larry, the most delectable, bluish cat chupacabra man. And we're back for some more Skysaga. As you can see, it's very wintry and festive here in Skysaga. And we have a bit of questing to do here in the City of First Light, which is all festified up. They don't have the Christmas tree or other holiday decorations up just yet. That'll probably happen in the next little while. But inside of here, I have a quest to go talk to Captain Lumastone. Also, this pond is frozen. And this is the guy that gives me all of the crazy Lumastone stuff up here. You can see, like, there's all this floating magic gajism. And then this is a blueprint guy. And this monkey has something for us. Kamcha, the lithomancer, says, "What do you think? You're hooked, right? I'll send you a mail through with reminders of how to use your wand. But come back and I'll trade knots for some more parts. If I were you, I'd buy a Lumo forge and craft your own parts." Alright, that actually sounds reasonable. Where do I get a Lumo forge? I'll buy one of those. I've already got a Lumo wand. This looks like it's pretty murdery. I'll take one of those, because I've got lots of money. There's a bunch of different Lumo, wands, and I'm not really sure what the difference is. Well, we've got some loudspeakers that you can make, so apparently you can build a turret system, or a dart turret, but you don't really have to defend your island against anything, so I'm not really sure what the point of that is. You got a music box. Yeah, let's make a chime. Why not? Just for grins. Is there like a switch? That's a latch, a delay, a trap. Spring trap, race leaderboards. I don't know that I really need a lot of that stuff, but let's see what this wand looks like. I am curious to find out. Oh, this looks like a murder wand. And it kind of looks like there's little fingers, 3 little fingers that reach out when you cast with it that, like, try to grab at stuff. Huh. I'm also curious, as I was saying, whether or not there is some ability for... Whoa. Oh, that's right. There's a little bit of graphical glitches going on in the city. I was about to say, I wonder if these things allow us to attack other creatures or not. I guess we will find that out shortly. Let's pop our heads into the Explorer Hall, and I think I can use their megalith in order to go on an adventure, so... Doesn't look like we have any specific adventures to go on in the forest missions, but it does look like we have a pulsating mission to go to the Thickskin adventure, which is why there's a little, like, adventure quest thing on there. We also can go to the desert, and really no reason to go to the jungle yet. And we don't currently have any special keystones to go on any of those. So let's go check out the desert. I feel like we could go spelunk about the desert. Let me just slap that puppy dog in there. Everything's gonna be a little roasty toasty. Also, I have a new hat. I don't know if I mentioned that I have a new hat, but it is a pretty spiffy hat, if I do say so myself. So off to adventure! Alright, here we are in the desert. We have our lovely lizard friend Ashket, the furnishing trader, who says, "Look for signs of the shattering's impact, Larry. Perhaps I will recognize something that will jog my memory." So there's a recurring theme, I don't know if you've picked up on it or not, where we have to go try to find, remnants of people's lost, shattered past. And I should actually get rid of this pattern from my inventory. Also, that is a new icon. What the shit is this thing? Okay. I have appeared to have answered the question of whether or not you can actually use these to attack, and it appears that the answer is a distinctive no. So, throughout the game, there are particular things, like this cactus, that will attack. Like, there are plants. Like, there's man-eating plants in the jungle, and there's a few different types of weird plants that show up in deserts, and I want to say there's more, but I can't specifically remember what they were. So we're going to go into this little village. It's a Boscartan barracks, and we're gonna kill some banditos. There really isn't a lot of what's left of the old world's civilization left here in Skysaga. Most places have been taken over by random squatting hobos that are trying to stab me in the butt. Although it looks like the AI in this part of the world, this particular environment, is a little bit better than the winter one. Because these guys are actually, like, coming over and attacking me. Whereas a lot of the ones in the ice biome were just kind of ignoring me. So let's see here. Who's in here? Oh, there's a chest in here. Oh, worry. I'll get to you in a second, madam. You and your very lavish headdress. I think it's quite... It's fitting. It looks good on you. For as long as you were alive. We got some wood. I'm not always sure how much I like random building materials dropping from fancy-looking chests. I feel like building materials would be stored in a not chest that looks like it was created by the, Sultan of Jazkaban or whatever this place is. But there is a magic murder hole. Let's go to the magic murder hole. Oh, that's literally all that's down here is some hides that are drying. So it is basically a murder hole. Well, that shows me. Can I, wait, are these free shields? Can I have these? Okay, I guess not. But there was just a pile of decorative pink shields in the corner. I have no idea why. Oh well. We will have many more bizarre random questions that will need answering long before this adventure is through. But the good news is, when in doubt, follow the random brown brick road to adventure. Those didn't explode before. Those things, like, farted out needles, I think it was, and they tried to stab you. In your delicious money-making face. Well, my delicious chupacabra face. Your eye holes are probably safe on the other side of the screen. So, I'm looking for clues to it, the shattering, and it took me to this magic murder hole in the middle of the shattered oasis, which has a bunch of fantastic skeletons that want to play hide and go touch my butt. And while I am a master of the game Knifey Knifey Butthole, I often just as soon not play it with random undead creatures. Because, you know, they cheat. They nibble on your insides as they're trying to stab you. And it's just rude, you know? Like, it's just not polite to do that. So we found a key. And, let's see here. Ashket. Ah, that looks like it belongs in a palace. You better explore the area and find that palace, Larry. Alright. So somewhere there's a palace, and inside of it will be clues as to what smudgeoned and shattered the entire world. But, since we're here, and I don't exactly have a lot of this stuff... Actually, how much do I have of this stuff? Oh, I have like 40. But I don't have a lot of this keystone material, so while I'm in this biome, I'm going to gather up a bunch of it. That's one of the ways that you get keystone fragments to go to different biomes, is you go to that biome for the first time, and you stock up while you're in town. And you can also get it from different vendors, you'll get it in the mail, and you will also get it as a part of a quest chain. If you're supposed to go to a jungle, and they know that you wouldn't, for whatever reason, have jungle keystone, they will often give you a key so that you can go to a jungle before you reach there. Which is sensible. I feel like that's how a lot of games handle their progression. Most notably, World of Warcraft had a tendency of making it so you couldn't get a flight path unless you took a long time to laboriously walk to a isolated and far-off location. Or they would unlock it with, you know, a quest giver who would just send you to fly there for the first time. So how in the devil am I going to get out of this hole? I guess I'm just gonna dig up. Kind of like Minecraft rules. I'm a little bit congested this evening. Sort of like Minecraft rules, you oftentimes just have to climb yourself out of whatever magic murder pit you find yourself locked into. So, let's see about working our way lavishly into the sunset to find ourselves in Valhalla, or... in this case, we're just gonna go ransack a palace. The local sheik is a bit of a butthole, so I'm gonna go steal all his shit. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that over there is probably the palace. But there's a bunch of bandits for me to stab over here. So I might as well take a little load off and get cutting their beautiful faces in. And you know, the style of costume that they have is something out of like either a Mongolian culture or maybe like somewhere in Central Africa is what this looks like, which I don't know, is that maybe it's desert. I mean, there is a desert in Africa. I could see where that logic would be headed. But at least it's unique to this area. Like, they've got, like, head wrappings, like, head scarves, and... not like, burqas or anything, but those are, like, full-on, just, like, nice, like, hats that cover your hair. Oh, here you go, you can see this. It's almost like, one of those things they cover their heads in to keep cool. So that has a certain air of authenticity to it. I remember watching Bear Grylls peeing into his shirt and wearing that to keep his head cool. I'm not sure that these two things are especially related, but you know. I feel like I can cheat here. I'm gonna try and hop over the fortifications here. Yes! I am your king now, peasants. I'm also gonna cut your faces. That's right! I'm here for your organs, your beautiful, delicious organs. My lovely little... are these cat people? I guess these are cat people. I almost think that lizards would be more appropriate to live in a desert, to be honest with you. Like, cats, like, the big cats live in certain hot, arid areas of Africa and other regions, but I don't know that I would expect a cat to live in a shitty desert. I would expect, like, a lizard, which needs all that heat to be in this place. Those cold-blooded devils. So somewhere in this lavish palace is going to be a magic murder box that this key is required to open that will tell us their evil secrets. Oh, this is nice. They got like a posh little fountain bath / pool that they hang out in and do the stuff with the things. And they have some white wood in here. Giggity. Let's see. Ow. You're hurting the chupacabra. Get the fuck away from me, you buttholes. Alright, that wasn't too bad, actually. I guess I'll just stab you. You know, this kind of reminds me of, like, how people view different cultures back in, like, old 60s, 70s, and 80s movies. Like, back when Annie was created. If you saw a bald Indian guy, you could automatically assume that he was a guru, which is the inappropriate, like, the wrong way to use that term, and also that he would be magical. Alright, so what do we got? So explore thoroughly. That lock fits in there somewhere, Larry. And I guess that means go down the murder stairs into the murder basement. Well, they will probably have some murder bears that want to touch your butt. Oh, it's not a bear, it's a bazaar. My apologies, I just glanced at that and saw a B word. I love my hobo hat. It actually looks pretty good, despite, you know, being a hobo hat that's not even, like, well-maintained. It's like the top is being tore off of it. Oh, this is like an underground market. I don't know why you'd have a market underground where barely anyone can visit unless they go through some rich guy's house, but hey, that at least looks authentic and original compared to the other areas in here, so good on you guys. I kind of like the way that this place looks. Like, there's different flags advertising different goods. In fact, I don't know what the fuck that shit means. It's like symbols as opposed to pictures of goods. But they've got pottery that I can probably fuck up. Or no, it's link-proof pottery that's invincible. And I got a desert hat. Now I can look like a chic, swarmy devil. Oh yeah, there we go. I got a nice little turban headpiece going on. Sweet. Okay, well, deeper we go. Gotta stab them all. I don't know if you gotta stab all the Pokemon, but we gotta stab everything in this game. Okay, there's a boss down here. There we go. Let's see if I can get you to smash again. Can you smash, madam? Smash. Smash so I can cut you. I want to cut you. And your friends are just watching. So this is one of the things with this game. Like, it has a lot of charm to it, and it's starting to get a lot of that adventure aspect in some of its storylines, but some of the way that the NPCs behave is janky, to say the least. So if you don't have a friend, like, the way that this usually works is I have a friend with me. We'll just sneak up behind them and stab them as they're attacking me. But as an individual, you gotta take your time in Dark Souls, this kind of a thing. Especially wait till they attack and then stab them in the butt. Butt stabbing good time. Alright, so we've got a magical tome of some variety. And that is what we came here for. Ah, this, it seems familiar. I think I'm starting to remember. Is it a holy book? The Startep Holy Book, perhaps. Bring it to me, and I must see it in person. Alright, so that might imply that one of the ancient deities in this world was either responsible for the shattering, or our lovely furniture saleswoman, was actually a priestess in her past life, before the shattering fuckled the entire world and everybody's brain parts. Me, I was probably a used car salesman. It was probably that. You know, selling like underwater cars. In an area where everyone has flying contraptions, I'm sure that went over extremely well. So let's get out of here and let's see if there's anything else in this world, or this map, that we can investigate to kind of experience all that a desert area has to offer us. So this is just one Gigundo Palace. Yeah, I guess these things just explode. That's about it. Huh. I would have imagined that they would drop something interesting, but not so much. Got a few little desert rabbits over here. None of the rest of the Looney Tunes lineup has decided to show its face, though, which is unfortunate. Let us have a little bit of a look. See, some cute little bun-buns. Oh, I should get some cactus. Cactus is often used in different, like, recipes and different quest requirements for turn-ins. You can also cook and eat it, but I'm not the biggest fan of putting stabby things in my mouth. Oh, and here we have an adorable desert fox. Hello, Foxy, how are you doing? You having a lovely day? Let me take a picture of you in all of your brilliance. Perfect. We'll just keep that for the old murder scrapbook. And I'm actually starting to think that that might be everything in the immediate vicinity. Since this is like a smaller desert kind of questy area, they just don't seem to have all that much stuff. And I think we already went to the cave in the middle of the map, so we've got some free waystone to replace the waystone that we used to get here. Occasionally, there can be golden loot on these sky islands. In fact, I'm seeing some special golden iron on some of those sky islands. Unfortunately, digging up to them can be kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm not going to do that, but I will try to go over here and see if there are any of them low down enough that I might explore their nooks and crannies. Giggity. So we got a cactus over there. I don't really see a need to play with them. Ah, this might actually have what we want. There's another big cave system over here. These so these might not actually be golden ore. This might just be this vine substance that disappears when you break whatever it's on. Well, that's too bad. Get a little bit more of this iron while we're here, because we need a lot of it to craft various things. And since it's nearing the end of the year, they may, like, actually get another alpha version out pretty quickly, for, like, right after the 2017 starts. So I'm not sure if I'm going to spend the time to decorate and explore the, like, furniture and customizations for your home now, but I might do it later. Like, I could definitely do it a little bit later. So, I think that's about it. There's a bunch of other, like, random caves and holes. But now that you can't find waystones from every other environment in every cave, I just don't always see a lot of point in exploring them too much. There's more desert waystone, more iron. Nah, I think we're good here. I think we'll probably call her there. Let's go back to my home away from home. Alright, home sweet home. With our random piece of Lumastone magic that I haven't been able to do much with yet. Let's delete that. Oh, we got a new bone breaker mace. That's gonna come in handy to stab some things. Alrighty, let's go deposit our hoard down in my craft room. I still haven't really sorted any of this junk yet, so my chests are starting to fill up quite a bit. So let's put all the metal in here. Put those stones in there. I'll probably hang on to the crumpled top hat, but I'm gonna toss this hat that looks like a piece of dirt. Let's see, I'll put this wood in here. Where did I put this ichor stuff? Not in there, apparently. I'll slap that. Let's put this in here. Ooh, wait, that's right, we have this new forge. I can put this forge down on the ground and see what it makes. I'll put this, like, right here. Oh. So that's where this went. So this is what you used to use to craft the keystone. So you know how you take the Lumastone, and then you put it into, like, the form of that weird shape, and it goes into the, megalith over here? There's, like, this hole that you put, like, a specially crafted key into. This used to be what you used to craft those. Instead, it looks like you can create pressure pads and, a gate. Oh, it's an and... Oh, so you can put in, like, programming, like, logic into this different components. Or you can make Lumastone a door. So I just need some stone and some of this ichor. Or ichor, whatever the hell you pronounce that. Alright, make me a couple doors. And I'll see what this looks like. I might be able to, like, put a door on this area. How much do you need for a pressure pad? Just some stone chunks. Alright, what do I have that makes stone chunks? And doesn't that look fancy? It's like a proper magic forge. Stones. There's probably this wooden, this block chisel. Carved stone chunk. Alright, let's make a couple of those. And then we'll be able to just stand between these two objects, and they'll feed us all the things that they produce. So how big is this door? Oh, that's a big door. Holy shit. I did not need to make more than one of these. Holy shit. Okay, let's put that there. Oh, baby, look at that. That's the sexiest thing. Okay, that was in the wrong spot to put that. So how do you open these things, anyway? I guess you need to hook up a pressure pad. So I'm gonna need to put some on either side of that puppy dog. Okay, that's fine. I can certainly do that. I just need to make some extra stone chunks. Like one extra now. We'll just make all these into stone chunks. Screw it. Okay, let's open this up. Let's make some of these pressure pads. And then... Did I already use up all my ichor? I did. Crap. Well, I'll finish that for next time, and you'll be able to see my suave new Lumastone door, everybody. So thanks for joining me for some more adventures in Skysaga Infinite Isles, everybody. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on the Feed Me Pixels channel. And, of course, check out our live streamers over at twitch.tv/feedmepixelslive and our writing team over at feedmepixels.com. So until next time, I've been your host, Larry. Have a good one, and toodaloo, everybody.